Hello, I'm Mark Ashcroft, RF Business Development Manager here at Pico in St Neots in the UK. I've on the desk before me I've got the new PicoVNA106. As you can see, rather small and conveniently portable instrument. I've got my laptop and I'm going to give you a little bit of a walk through some of the software controls on the PicoVNA106. So I'm using it here to measure a low pass filter, as you'll see. Let's start up the software. The software is loading the calibration and status that was previously in use. I don't know why that is, because somebody else was using it at the time. So let's load a calibration and status that we do know. I'm going to be using this, I'll use this one I prepared earlier, a dark theme one. Let's open that up. And we can start the sweeps, and hopefully you can recognize there that I've got the 4 S parameters immediately on the screen here: S11 top left, S21 top right, S12 bottom left, and S22 bottom right here. And hopefully you will recognize that as it's what a low pass filter, and its bandwidth is about a gigahertz. So I'm sweeping all the way from, what's this, about 12 megahertz all the way out to 6 gigahertz here. Let's have a look at some of the controls. I can directly access the sensitivity of this plot here. I can simply click on the parameter at the top right here, and you can see I can drag out the sensitivity to whatever level I like. To reinstate it, I can right click on and enter directly there from the keyboard and get us back to the original setting. Let's drag the offset control here, the reference offset. You can see that is moving us up and down the screen, and likewise I can simply grab the reference level, the little triangle here, and we can move that to wherever we want it on the screen as well. So direct access to any of the controls we want very quickly on the screen here. Let me point out as well that we've got, what have we got? We've got 7 markers up on the traces here, and you can see below the plots we've got low resolution readouts of every marker on every channel. So convenient readouts at the bottom of the plots. Over to the right you can see that I have a little bit more detail. I have for channel 2, graph 2 here, S21, you can see I've got frequency detail and a higher resolution readout coming off each of the markers. If I click into channel 1, channel 1 becomes the active channel, and the table now shows us the high detail readouts for channel 1 and for S11 in this case. We can simply launch into the plot here, grab hold of one of the markers, and we can pull the marker to any feature of interest that we would want to measure. Let's drag that one back, and you can see that if I jump to another channel and drag it, then drag a marker, then the channel becomes the active channel. And so I can quickly move to features of interest on any one of the plots and get those readings that I need. If I don't want the markers displayed, I have the option to go to the markers menu and turn them off, and off they go, and my screen is dedicated to the plots alone. We'll just put those back on though. Let's load another theme here. Let's go up to the file menu, load cal and status. It tells me to stop the sweep, so I'll do that. File, load cal and status, and we'll load this theme here for this particular unit. We'll call this the light theme, shall we? Let's get that started, and we'll move to some other flexibilities of our display here. So in the display menu, Let's move down to channel 3. It's currently showing S12. Let's put that over to S11. And let's go to channel 4 and let's put that over to S21. And close that menu. So now I've got two identical plots on the left, two identical plots on the right. What's the point of that? Well, let's increase the sensitivity of this one. We'll pull that one down to 5. We can pull this one down here. So basically what we're saying here is any one of the channels can display any one of the parameters, and in fact they can all display the same parameter if we like. Thus we can look at different parameters with different sensitivities, or the same parameter at different sensitivities. Here I'm showing the roll-off, the detail of the roll-off as we go through the first few dBs here, and then up on the top we can see the roll-off down deep into the noise floor. Let's change some things around here. Where should we go next? Let's bring the focus over onto the two upper plots. So channel 1, channel 2, let's just display those, apply, close. So I brought the focus to just the two plots. I've got S11 at the top, S21 at the bottom. Channel 1, S11. Let's pull up a Smith chart, shall we? There we go, apply. And let's pull up S21, let's pull that one up as a polar linear, apply. So I've got two completely different forms of plot here. You can see I've still got my marker readouts. My marker readouts have changed into vector readouts, as you might expect for a Smith chart here. So we've got low resolution numbers here, and then over on the markers table here we've got the higher resolution numbers with some further detail for all of the markers on the plot. Even on these polar plots we are able to grab hold of markers and pull them around and look at any feature we wish to on the polar plot. The polar plot at the bottom of the display, that's not looking very sensible at the moment. It looks like all of the data is in the middle of the screen, in the middle of the plot. Let's pull up the sensitivity there. We can see, we pull that out to, there we go, we can see the detail more simply by pulling out the sensitivity of the readout or of the plot. If you want more details of the product, go to our website where you'll find lots more details, and I'm sure you'll find more videos like this helping you through the user interface and the features of the PicoVNA106.